If we had brought our cameras, we could have taken some great pictures. All students took the exam. If I was taller, I would be a basketball player. They had been waiting in the ticket queue since the early hours of the morning. But the concert tickets were sold out. He rarely goes shopping. He has read that book many times. Flowers were planted in the garden. The smell of brewing coffee woke him up. They had their garden done by a professional gardener. She's cooking dinner. We like to go shopping on the weekends. Are you wearing a hat? The painting was hung on the wall. I wish I could speak French fluently. The book was borrowed from the library. He attended a workshop to improve his professional skills. The teacher made the students read a book as homework. I wish I had more time to spend with my friends. We were having a picnic in the countryside. My brother doesn't like vegetables. He wishes to turn his hobby into a profitable business. Although expensive, this smartphone has incredible features. He lived in London for 3 years. We're going to celebrate Halloween with a costume party. He didn't follow the instructions, so he made a mistake. I wish we had moved to a bigger house. They spent all their savings on vacation. They are skateboarding in the park. Do you like to cook? If we had brought our cameras, we could have taken some great pictures. The museum is open from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. The girl sitting next to me is my best friend. I'm going on vacation for a month. Have you ever tried skiing? My family will visit us next month. They are playing cards. He is watering the plants in the garden. He's sweeping the carpet. Sometimes we have ice cream for dessert. He wrote an insightful article about the future of artificial intelligence. The new tablet has a better screen than the old one. Were they rehearsing the play before the director changed the script? Students are preparing for the debate competition. They will have completed their research by the end of the month. You always make me laugh. I had been working on my novel for months when I finally finished the first draft. The manager engaged employees in a training session. Are you wearing a hat? He enjoys playing video games with his friends. The cat is sleeping peacefully. Sometimes we have ice cream for dessert. We will have a party on Saturday. Have you checked the weather? They had been waiting at the airport for hours when their flight was finally announced. We are excited to try the new restaurant in town. We'll have finished our meal by the time they get to the party. I wish I could overcome my fear of public speaking. We had already finished the project before the presentation. Had he studied abroad, he would have learned a new language. I can't believe you said that. The doorbell rings constantly. He's not wearing glasses. He can join us for dinner later. I wish we had seen the movie in theaters. I did not study the material thoroughly and, as a result, did not understand the lesson. The magazine published an article about eco-friendly living. He forgot to set his alarm and woke up late. My mother is making a delicious cake. They have traveled to South America before. Playing tennis. He is looking after his pet dog. He had his bike repaired at the cyclist. They do not play musical instruments. She got soaked in the rain because she forgot her umbrella. Better get out early to avoid traffic. He must have finished his work before he went out. We met in the afternoon. I have an appointment on Friday afternoon. By the time he arrives, we will be long gone. He enjoys hiking in the mountains. Summer is hotter than winter. The food was cooked by a professional chef. I like to drink coffee in the morning. She was taking a yoga class at the gym. I wish he could finish the project on time. I've been taking piano lessons for a year, he said. Although it is a small apartment, it has everything I need. The team worked diligently all week and was ready for the big game. I'm thinking of taking a photography trip. He should apologize for his behavior. If he had taken the bus, he would have arrived sooner. I can't drive. I don't have a license. I'm listening to music. I am planning to visit my family during the holidays. I'll call you when I get to the station. The house has been recently renovated. He had already left the airport when I came to pick him up. Let's have dinner after the movie. The house has been recently renovated. He had been studying for the English test all night. The restaurant will serve with a special menu for Valentine's Day. He likes to watch movies on the weekends. The car was produced in Japan. He had to give back what he had borrowed. We are cleaning the house. She never misses her morning tea. We watched a live concert. He read the newspaper every morning. The musicians will rehearse for the concert. Can I sit here next to you? They were watching a football match on TV. I wish I had a personal chef so I wouldn't have to cook every day. I've already watched that movie twice, he said. The doorbell rings constantly. She had her hair done by a professional hairdresser. He will go to painting class in the evening. Had they finished all the tasks before the deadline? We had been shopping for hours when we finally found the perfect gift. He enjoys playing video games in his spare time. I often play football with my friends. The teacher writes on the whiteboard. The concert starts at 8. We are planning to go for a walk next weekend. By the time you arrive, he will have completed that marathon. He decided to quit his job and travel the world. The clock on the wall is ticking. She will learn to swim this summer. I can't wait to go on vacation, he said. I am planning to start a new exercise program. They have to study for the final exam. Have you ever tried skiing? You usually go for a run in the morning. We will have a party on Saturday. He fixed the car all day yesterday. Have you ever tried sushi before going to a Japanese restaurant? The new tablet has a better screen than the old one. He is teaching a class. The cat is sleeping on the sofa. They were discussing the project budget. He needs to find a new job. The photo was taken by my friend. The baby is laughing. He wants to be a doctor in the future. He will study English abroad. Tomorrow morning they will have fixed the car. He likes to go fishing with his father. The team trained intensely and as a result, they won the championship. I wish I had $1 million. Although it is far, we decided to walk to the park. We were cleaning the house for the guests. He had his guitar repaired at a music store. I need to get some food for dinner. They had been arguing about the movie for a while before deciding to watch something else. He doesn't eat sugar. Although the road was bumpy, they reached their destination safely. I had been working on my novel for months when I finally finished the first draft. The dog brings a ball. I lack experience in this field. The teacher should have explained the lesson in a more understandable way. I don't like watching horror movies. Despite the long wait, the concert was worth it. I can't get on the roller coaster. I get motion sickness. They have known each other since childhood. They appreciate your time and effort. The teacher had the students solve math problems as homework. You must attend mandatory safety training. I wish I had gone to bed earlier last night. Have you ever ridden a horse? By the end of the day, they will have finished their work. He never forgets his keys. Have you seen this movie before it won an award? I saved money to buy plane tickets for my vacation. I will have finished writing the report by the deadline. We have to find a new place to live. The chef is cooking a delicious meal. Even if it is difficult, we should always strive to improve ourselves. The movie will have already started when we arrive. He said to his sister, I won the lottery. Said, we usually go shopping on Saturdays. If they had won the game, they would have made it to the final. The decision remained under the influence of the public. They decided to adopt a dog from the shelter. Where did you meet with your best friend? They asked. We are excited to see the new movie. We were playing football in the park when it started to rain. The journal includes articles on healthy living and fitness. Friends since childhood. Does he do any sports? They organized a neighborhood cleanup to keep the area tidy. They are meditating in the park. He was playing the piano for his recital. The party is at a friend's house on New Year's Eve. Email sent by mistake. He saved money to buy a new laptop. I am writing the research paper. She volunteered at a hospital to help sick children. We were talking on the phone when the accident happened. He usually arrives late to meetings. The concert was cancelled due to bad weather conditions. The car belongs to my neighbor. I didn't have breakfast this morning, she said. He will be working on a new painting all week. They suffered the consequences for not taking the necessary precautions. You should have double-checked the document for errors. In the evening the sun went down. He worked overtime so he could finish the project on time. We hope to find a solution to the problem as soon as possible. He will be watching a movie at that time. I am planning to start a new business. Concert tickets are sold out. Have you ever tried scuba diving? I signed up for a photography course to improve myself. He wants to try a new restaurant in the city center. He couldn't solve the math problem. He will go to painting class in the evening. He promised to call me later. I'll meet you at the cafe after work. We are having a picnic. The letter was sent yesterday. Morning traffic is worse than evening. Was he playing the guitar before he broke the wire? The party is on the first day of spring. The pink dress suits you better than the yellow one. Are you ready to start the game? He couldn't find his favorite shirt. You must submit your application before the deadline. It rains a lot in this area. They should have called a taxi instead of walking. If you had listened to me, you wouldn't be in this situation. I usually go for a walk in the evening. They can open their own YouTube channel. He had been looking for a job for a long time when he finally got an offer. The money was stolen from the bank. The movie starts at noon. The manager had the employees participate in a team-building activity. She has been attending yoga classes for a month. He takes pictures of the sunset. I have to call the doctor to set up an appointment. He prefers to read rather than watch TV. They came in the afternoon. He may have to work late tonight. She is training for a dance recital. She likes to dance at parties. Are you enjoying your holiday? She volunteered at a soup kitchen to help the homeless. We wouldn't have missed the concert if you had booked the tickets. We love to travel to different countries. The blue dress is more beautiful than the red one. He saved money to go on vacation. The baby cried all night. They had their garden done by a professional gardener. He doubts the accuracy of the report. He had his phone repaired at the repair center. If you had locked the door, the thief would not have entered. He didn't work hard and didn't get a promotion as a result. He couldn't afford the vacation because he didn't save money. He needs to learn to swim. Flowers are blooming in the garden. The train arrived late this morning. The email was accidentally deleted. They diligently saved money and as a result were able to make a down payment on a house. We often visit museums when we travel. I can't go to the concert. I already have plans. Have you ever swam in the ocean? He watched that show many times. Is it snowing in your city? The window was accidentally broken. I can't believe you said that. She wishes to have more artistic talent. The students were working on a group project. The library opens at 10 a.m. They took the short route, so they got to their destination early. The baby smiled for the first time. He forgot to set his alarm and woke up late. The dog barked loudly at the postman. He did mindfulness meditation to improve focus. He likes to swim in the ocean. We are cleaning the house. You must arrive at the meeting on time. He visited his family in another city. He is a regular contributor to the journal's lifestyle articles. Students are discussing a topic. The concert starts at 8. The book was adapted into a movie. I have to call my friend to confirm our plans. They had lived in that neighborhood for a long time before they moved. The dog wags its tail. Despite the delay, we came to the party with pleasure. Concert tickets are sold out. They always go on vacation in the summer. Values friendship and loyalty. The sun rises from the east. He didn't follow the instructions, so he made a mistake. We studied for the exam together. Although expensive, the quality of the product is unmatched. Have you ever tasted Thai food before going to Thailand? He usually drinks coffee in the morning. I prefer comedy movies to action movies. The team had previously won 3 championships. We cleaned the house after the party. You must be honest in your relationships. We watched a horror movie in the cinema. She was knitting a sweater for her sister. We went to a museum to see famous works of art. Baby is crying. He would have played better if he had worked harder. He had worked for that company for 5 years before he left. His house is cleaner than mine. The train arrived at midnight. They should have studied the material more deeply. The car my brother drives is a sports car. He wishes he had learned to swim when he was younger. They need help. He often goes to the library. I must apologize for my mistake. The company was losing money last year. I need to buy food weekly. He decided to stop eating fast food. Despite being tired, she stayed up late to study. They want to learn to code. I'm learning to play the guitar, he said. He may forget to bring his umbrella. He wishes he could visit his family more often. They had their lawn cut by a landscape architect. I wish he had traveled more when he was younger. I wish he could finish the project on time. The hungry children ate the cake. My brother is more athletic than me. I often go for a walk in the park. He watched a movie last night. Do you have any siblings? The decision has been much debated. They had their cars washed at the car wash. You always listen to music while driving. I worked hard on the project and got compliments from my boss as a result. She was swimming in the pool when it started to rain. I was working out regularly, but then I injured my knee and had to take a break. I think swimming is better than running. A green apple is more sour than a red one. He likes to meditate to relax. You must attend all classes to pass the class, said the professor. She likes to do yoga in the morning. We went shopping at the mall. They were watching a movie when the power went out. He was supposed to visit his grandparents last weekend. He is working on an architectural design project. Despite her fear, she still got on the roller coaster. I want to buy a new car. It supports your decision. They believe in ghosts. We watched a gripping thriller. When we finally arrived at our destination, we had been driving for hours. He didn't sleep all night and was too tired to concentrate on his work as a result. I wish I could dance like a pro. They have to finish their homework before they go out. I took dance lessons to improve coordination. If you heat the ice, it melts. The report was reviewed by the inspector. They are grateful for your help. We have lunch around 12 o'clock. He will call you later. He is a regular contributor to the magazine's food and recipe articles. Do you like swimming? They had their house painted last week. I always brush my teeth before going to bed. The company was losing money last year. The cat is chasing a mouse. We trust each other. When the paint was finished, we were painting the walls. May I have your permission to leave early? The cat likes to sleep in the sun. Sometimes I listen to music while studying. We will go on a long journey in the summer. The children ate the cake. You must wear a seatbelt while driving. He should have studied the piano more often. They do not play musical instruments. The movie starts at 6 p.m. We're going for a walk. Where did you go on your last vacation? They asked. He has already started his new job. The song was played on the radio. Sometimes they picnic in the park. We lived in the same apartment building for years before we decided to buy a house. They usually go for a walk on the weekends. They decided to adopt a dog from the shelter. They finished their homework on time. He said to his brother, "I'm going to buy a new car next month." They studied math together for years. I usually have breakfast at home. You could go out with your friends if you had finished your homework. This exercise is simpler than the previous one. It's raining. The email has been forwarded to all employees. She sings in the choir. You should have started your homework earlier. I think pizza tastes better than hamburgers. He fixed the broken window. I wish I had more time to travel. Birds sang in the trees.